just to go through this tournament run, this was a historic run, if we don't know. Starting off in the first round, they beat Rick Pitino in Iona 87 to 63. They slapped St. Mary's out of the way in the next round 70 to 55. Then they beat the crap out of Arkansas 88 to 65. Then we saw a historic beatdown in the Elite Eight over Gonzaga 82 to 54. And then they took care of Miami in the Final Four, 72 to 59. Sam was over at the house for that one. That was a good
Yep,
night.
that was.
That was a sloppy one. And then of course on Monday night we saw him take down the Aztecs 76 to 59. This 120-point margin is the fourth most ever in the tournament. No 5 seed has ever won the championship. I don't know if people knew that one. No five
Oh,
seed has
probably
ever
not.
won the championship. And then here's a big one, historic run for the Huskies. No team has won all 6 games by 13 plus points. Ever. Ever. So I think Jordan Hawkins, the sharpshooter, athletic, I think he's gone to the NBA draft, but they got a good chance to return everybody else.
Mm.
Could we possibly see a repeat champion, the first since Florida?
I think it's unlikely simply because of history. Now, what about the big fella? Is he coming back as well?
Adama Sanogo right now is not projected to go anywhere in the NBA drafts by ESPN or whoever. So I
I
can
think if
very well see him coming back.
I think if you have him coming back, they got to be in the talks to do it again. I think it's so hard to do. And I believe you were telling me about some statistic about teams with success. I don't know how far in the tournament, but it's very unlikely that they'll do it again the following year. But all these numbers that you're throwing out are incredible. And maybe the Huskies are the ones to do it.
That stat you're referencing is the champion, the defending champion hasn't gone to the Sweet 16 since 2016 Duke.
That's
So,
it.
and we saw it again this year with Kansas getting knocked off by Arkansas in the second round. Zach, if Adama Sanogo comes back, Andre Jackson comes back, Tristan Newton, who had a big game in the championship game, all those guys come back, can they go back to back here?
Why not? Could happen.
It very well could
It's
happen.
going to be hard, but they can.
I think that's going to be a huge storyline going into next year. It could very well be preseason number one.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sam,
They threw down a bunch of big hitters coming their way
oh man, yeah,
in the turn. Yeah, Gonzaga, Arkansas, Miami.
Miami, heck yeah, heck yeah. I will say they didn't have to play a 1 or a 2 seed. That is part of the story here. They didn't have to play a 1 or a 2. That's not their fault. That's not their fault. They
No,
handled
not their
business,
fault at all.
but that is something. But no team has won all 6 games in the tournament by 13 plus points in the history of the NCAA tournament.
Yeah,
Historic.
so I don't know. They could be up there for one of the best, tournament runs, championship runs in history.
I think you're right. I think people are going to talk about this team for years to come.